Student friends, once again we are continuing with the last topic of paper number 16, that is modern communication. In the last week we studied the meaning of modem. What is modem? What are its types? And we have studied the details regarding two modems. One is QPSK modem and second one is QAM, that is quadrature amplitude modulated type of the modem. And we came to know that both the modems are used to convert analog signal into digital and also the digital signal into analog. These are used at the output of the server and also at the input of the client computer, which those wants to communicate with each other. We also studied that modems are necessary because when you are using telephone link to transmit the digital data, two problems were arising. One is the digital data is a DC level signal and second one is its speed is high. Whereas a telephone network is designed to carry only voice signal, and that's why by using modem one can use vast and widely spread telephone network to undergo even digital communication. Dear students, by studying the meaning of data code, types of digital data communication, that is serial communication and also the parallel communication, how to perform the successful digital communication by detecting its error, by correcting it, and by using the proper protocols to undergo successful digital data communication between two computers. We are now at the right place to study the meaning of networking. Dear students, networking means connecting two or more computers with each other so as to perform the successful at a time communication. This is possible only because of the fact that communication is generally bi-way process. Bi-way process means both the communicating computer can transmit and receive the signal or data from one computer to other and vice versa. That means one-to-one communication is a popular type of communication. One-to-one communication means suppose one person is speaking with only another person. That is one-to-one communication. By thinking that particular, we can say one computer is transmitting the data to only other computer. That is one-to-one communication. But whenever one person want to communicate with the many persons at a time, then networking must be established among all the persons and that of communicating person. For example, when teacher is teaching in the classroom, he has to communicate with all the students in the classroom. Means he has to establish the network amongst all the students through his gestures, through his eyes, through his speech, so that all the students will take part in the communication. so that the information, the data should reach to all these students. Same is true so as to increase the vast communication, and this is done even in digital data communication or even in computer communication by connecting one or more computer with each other, so that at a time all computers are going to communicate with each other. All the computers are going to transmit and receive the data from each other. The process, the way by means of which one or more computers are going to be connected with each other so as to perform a successful by-way digital data communication, that is known as networking. By undergoing the network aspect, one can increase the speed of communication. One can communicate at a time with the many computers, so that many computers are interconnected with each other by means of a link, by means of a microwave, and so on. And such a connected computer network formulated, it is called as the networking. Dear students, generally communication is two-way channel where both the station can transmit and receive. Just I have explained you that communication is by-way communication, where both the communicating device can transmit the data and they are going to receive the data. One-to-one communication is a popular communication. In most of the cases, one person is going to communicate with the other person. That is one-to-one communication. It is a popular one. When user wants to communicate more than one station at a time, a link must be established among all. Then interconnection of the one station with many stations is known as networking. Many transmitting and receiving stations are connected with each other or interconnected by using the link so as to form the networking. A network is an interconnection of the two or more stations that wish to communicate with each other. Each station in communication network is called as the node. The nodes are interconnected with each other so as to form a communicating network. Friends, one of the simple network is represented here, which is going to give an idea about the network. For simplicity, each communicating device, we called it as a node. You may treat that node maybe a computer or it is a communicating station. Suppose there are these four stations which want to communicate with each other. Anyway, to communicate with each other, a link must be established between them. Suppose this node wants to communicate with this node by establishing the link between them. Under this situation, these only communicate with each other. But if no link between these all, then these computers will not communicate with the remaining one. When link is established between this computer with this, these two are going to communicate only. If link is established between this computer and this node, they are start communicating with each other. Same is true, if link is provided between this node and this node, they will communicate with each other. And if suppose the link is established between all the nodes, then all nodes are going to communicate with each other. Such a connection of the nodes, such a connection of the transmitting and receiving stations to transmit the digital data through an established link, that is known as the networking. Is it clear idea of the networking? With this particular aspect, at a time, one computer is going to communicate with the many computers because there is a link. When you think of this particular node, here is a link, here is a link, here is a link. So that's why those are going to communicate with each other. This communicator is going to communicate this, it is going to communicate with this, it is going to communicate with this. Same is true for rest of the nodes. It means all the nodes, all the stations are going to communicate with all the nodes which are the integrated part of that particular network. So that is the idea of understanding the meaning of the network. Dear students, basically there are four types of the networks which are widely used. First one is wide area network, which is abbreviated as a WAN. Second is a metropolitan area network, that is called as a MAN. And last one is local area network. Dear students, all these networks are used for different aspects, for different particular applications. The first one is wide area network. The network which is widely spread, the network which covers large area by establishing the link amongst the node. That type of network, it is called as a wide area network. For example, telephone network is the network which is widely spread throughout the world via cable or even via satellite. All the communicating stations are communicate with each other with the help of the telephone exchange. Such a widely spread network, one can call it as it is a wide area network. Friends, the telephone system is the largest and widely spread sophisticated network. Everyone can use transmitter and receiver with which the communication is possible. We studied the telephone topic in the last semester. We know how telephone node, telephone terminal, telephone exchanges are used to establish the links amongst them and communication is going on. We studied that in the last semester. So that is a very good example of wide area network. Everyone can transmitter and receiver with which the communication is possible. That we know very well. Such a large network which is widely spread to cover a complete country is known as wide area network. Most of the WAN is a telephone network, AT&T network, MCI network, ZTE network, and such other examples are available as a WAN. These uses cable for interconnection or radio link with microwave relay station or satellite, which is a part of the network. By using modem, this network can handle digital signal data also. Another type of network is a metropolitan area network. Metropolitan area network is smaller than wide area network, which is used for a small coverage of communicating area than that of wide area network. A smaller network like local telephone cable system is an example of metropolitan area network, that is MAN. Cable television system is there. In cable television system, a cable television company establishes a tower office. From that office, the cables will dispatched and they are connected up to each and every computer that forms the network for that particular area. For example, in Akluz, if a cable television system is there, that is called as metropolitan area network. A cable television company picks up the signal from the satellite and rebroadcasts through coaxial cable to the subscriber to carry one-way communication, but total interconnection is of the network and whom is the node in that particular network. Such a medium-sized network are referred as the MAN, that is a metropolitan area network. Last network one is local area network. This network covers the area less than that of metropolitan area network. It is established within a single room. Wide area network, which is through widely spread in the world. Metropolitan area network, it is for particular area. Local area network is in the room only, smaller than that. That's why we can say smaller networks interconnect multiple stations in a small area are known as local area network. Most of the LAN has 10 to 100 users, that means computers, but not more than 1000. LAN is used in companies to connect several offices within the same campus or different floors of the building. Floors of the building within the complex. LAN are also seen in college campus, military institutions also. In LAN, nodes are the computers or terminals. So many examples are quoted up till now. Means suppose a multiplex building is there. In that, each and every plex is connected to each other so as to form the local area network. In colleges, all the departments, computers in all the departments are connected to each other. That forms the local area network. Each and every department is going to act as a node there. Or suppose in a particular room there are 10 computers, 100 computers which are going to be connected with each other so as to form a network. That network we can call it as it is a local area network. Most common LAN is mainframe connected to many remote terminals. This is again a very good example of LAN. Means while performing the LAN, there is a server that is called as a mainframe computer where almost all digital data is going to be stored. From that computer only, almost all client computers, by connecting with each other, they can drag the data from the server with the help of the modem, which we already studied it. Maybe server is located at the remote places. The multiple user can time share the system. Users have access to all system capabilities and communication with each other by email. So what is the advantage of the LAN? By using LAN, you can time share, you can share the hardware, you can share the software, You can use the capabilities of the serving computer. You can send the data by using the mail. All these possibilities of the digital communication is made available only because of the establishment of the facility available in the network, especially LAN. Within LAN, one computer is controller through which other have access to peripherals. These units are server, disk server, printer server, or modem server. All these are the controlling units where the data is available in the form of digital. The LAN permits software and data sharing, which I already told you. LAN is especially used to share the data, to share software, to share hardware, to share time, to share printer. So this is possible if and only if the network is going to be established. In addition, it permits user to talk with each other directly or through email. Dear students, these are the different types of the network. Today we have studied meaning of network and its type as a WAN, MAN and LAN. Next time we are going to study the meaning of network topology. Today we will stop here only.